session and re-enter regular session.
So,
Thacker.
Aye.
Delozer.
aye.
Helm.
Aye.
Motion carried. 4-1.
Item number 25, discussion and possible action regarding executive session item, unauthorized entry into the Old County Courthouse, July 31st, 2013.
Chairman, I make a motion that we do an investigation on unauthorized entry into the old courthouse, Old Rogers County Courthouse on July 31st, 2013 by the DA's office.
Second.
Thacker.
Aye.
Delozer.
Can I ask you, the way that was worded, it almost sounds like the district attorney was the unauthorized person. Who do you want to do the investigation?
I'm asking that the DA's office do the criminal investigation of an unauthorized entry into the old courthouse, Rogers County Courthouse, on July 31st, 2013.
That was my second.
Thacker.
Aye.
Delozer.
Aye.
Helm.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Item number 20, announcements regarding county events and status updates for comments and discussion from county departments and elected officials as follows. 911 Administrator, Director Hamilton.
On Thursday of this past week, we did have our kickoff meeting with Motorola, and we do have a schedule of Motorola's needs. Bottom line is that their anticipated completion cutover date to us is December the 20th. As you know, that is the Christmas season. Anyway, Tuesday we are meeting, the Trust Authority, 911 Trust Board members are meeting on Tuesday. And I do have a conference call with Presidio, AT&T, and Cox for connecting to the PBX and the 911 system and the internet. And that's all 911 has.
Any questions, Joel? Okay. Thank you, Director Hamilton. Assessor. Building operations. Mr. Bays, you in here? County Clerk.
Nothing.
Court Clerk.
Nothing.
District Attorney's Office.
Nothing.
Election Board.
Oh, sorry. We finalized the election on Friday, and the numbers came back at 2,420 were yes, and 1,395 were no. We certified that on Friday.
What does that break down to percentage-wise?
I have not figured that out yet. I will get back to you on that.
Next week.
Be glad to.
Thank you, ma'am. Emergency Management, he is gone for a training class. Human Resources, Director Bentley.
The wellness survey goes out today. They'll be handed out to all the departments. There'll be instructions. They're to remain anonymous. No one needs to put their name on them. You're in your courthouse. If the office in the courthouse, just put them in my employment application box downstairs or in the county clerk's office. I have a mailbox there. I wish not to receive them by hand unless you have a group of them. I don't want to know who's associated with them. The county barns and the sheriff's office that are off property, if you can just put them in one big envelope and send them back to me, that would be great. And they're due back by Friday. That's it.
Questions? IT. Planning Commission, Director Curtis.
The Oklahoma Water Resources Board completed their CAV Community Assistance Visit of Rogers County, and I have met and discussed shortly with Matt Rollin with OWRB. We will be having a formal meeting in September about their report. The Planning Commission will be having a meeting tomorrow with 2 agenda items. One is in District 2, the other one is District 3. The Board of Adjustment has 3 agenda items, one is in each district.
Okay. Any questions for Director Curtis? OSU Extension.
Nothing at this time.
Thank you, ma'am. Sheriff's Office.
Nothing this time.
Thank you. and treasurer. Okay. Item number 21, do we have anything?
Nothing.
Item number 22, public comments and responses from board members.
Russell Guilfoyle.
If you would stand up so everybody can hear you, sir. Thank
Russell
you.
Guilfoyle, 21822 South Keatonville Road, Claremore, Oklahoma, 74019. I'd like to address your 25 under agenda items there. And I'm not totally familiar with this unauthorized entry into the old county courthouse or anything that happened there. But from my perspective, this would be an individual entering a county building. That'd be correct, kind of like walking across Claremore Lake. And since we're having an investigation of someone doing that, where there was no forcible entry, would it be possible to have the DA also investigate who was responsible for the security of that building? You know, like putting, if there was something confidential in there, who was responsible for putting a padlock on that door to prevent that? If, and we're probably not going to have that investigation, but if we did, and it showed that it was, I mean, because this committee, county commissioner, seems to have authority over it or accepting it. If it shows that there was an individual, any of you, individually or jointly, that put these records, this building that should have been secured, at risk, through that investigation, I would respectfully request that you resign your position for the security of the people of Rogers County.
Is that a question or just a statement?
A statement.
Okay, thanks, sir. Any other public comments? Ms. Alicia Wilkin.
Okay, I have a number of questions. First of all, as far as you guys giving the DA's office authority to open a criminal investigation, has there been an investigation into this matter up to this point?
We can't comment due to a pending criminal investigation.
So your discussion with me 3 weeks ago about this matter, where you told me that they were already investigating, that didn't occur? I mean, they're not investigating already at this point?
We asked the DA's office to continue and conduct a criminal investigation into unauthorized entry into the courthouse.
And is it the normal procedure of this board to give the DA's office permission to
We
have
didn't
a
give them
criminal
permission, we
investigation?
asked them to conduct it and they agreed.
Okay, and is there an investigation into why those records were not secured?
It's maybe part of the investigation, I couldn't comment on that
Okay,
at
and
this time.
whose records were they?
It's a pending investigation. You can ask it 100 different ways. You're going to get the same answer. We can't comment on it at this time.
Have all the records been accounted for?
That's that's question way number 5.
And have they been moved and have they been disposed of?
There's a pending criminal investigation that we can't comment on this time, or at this time.
And has ADA ISKI been questioning and collecting statements from county employees on this investigation?
You got either change your line of questioning because we're not going to comment on a pending criminal investigation. If you want to ask about something else, please feel free. You got about 1 minute left.
What state statute authorized you to have this executive session on a criminal matter, not a matter of the board?
I don't know, I guess we'll read about it in the paper. Are there any other questions, comments?
I have a question.
Mr. Alger Flood.
And it's about the trespassing issue. I know on the previous meeting that you had stated that you felt like the door had been propped open.
So I heard.
And is that part of your investigation? And was that a county employee?
That's part of the investigation, I suppose, but I can't comment on that.
Okay. One other question.
Yes, sir.
Up to this point, do you believe that there's more than one trespasser in the building on that particular occasion?
I couldn't comment on that either. There's a pending investigation. Mr. Bailey Dabney.
Do you expect the DA's office to recuse themselves from this investigation since the records involve them and since they're involved with legal matters with the person that you're accusing of trespassing?
First of all, no one's name was ever mentioned about under unauthorized entry.
Okay?
There's been lots of assumptions made, but I suppose that the DA's office would recuse themselves. I mean, that's standard procedure. I mean, I hope that answers your question.
Yep.
Any other comments, public comments, questions? We'll give everybody plenty of time.
I know,
Mr. Alger Flood.
yes, I know that you made a statement in a previous meeting about that you thought this was a set-up deal by individuals. Do you still have that contention?
Now that there is a ongoing criminal investigation, I can't comment on that. Of course, I've never been one to hold back.
Well, I knew that you were not reluctant to state your opinion, that's why I
Not
asked.
usually. But I think in light of what is occurring here, I think it would be better just to wait until the outcome of that investigation and then, but believe me, I'd sure like to talk.
Hey.
Ms. Wilkin, do you have another question?
I do. I just would like to know who requested this item be placed on the agenda.
Anybody want to answer that? I don't know.
You don't know? Commissioner Delozer, do you know?
Do I know who put it on there? The DA's office put it on there.
Thank you.
Is that your last question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any more? Alrighty, here we go. Item number 23, payment of purchase orders from all departments.